Hi folks, welcome back to another episode of the Single Dad's Cookbook, and today we're going to be making a fancy breakfast. So for this you're going to need some portobello mushrooms, tomato, some eggs, some chives and some bacon. Now this is going to be fancy breakfast that is actually really simple to make but looks impressive. So if you've got guests staying over or you just want to make it yourself and show the world what you can do on Instagram, this is the breakfast for you. So first of all, you want to put your mushrooms and you want to put a little bit of oil over them and salt and pepper them. Then you're going to put them in the oven. Oven should already be on at 180 degrees. So we're going to get them covered. You'll notice I've removed the stalks. I'm also just going to put them on a flat tray. The reason I use the dish here is so that when I'm pouring the oil and the salt and pepper on it, it doesn't go everywhere. So, and I'm going to use that dish for the tomatoes. So they're coated, they get put on a tray, they get slung in the oven, and you can forget about them while you're cooking everything else. Now, while I'm just finishing off prepping them, I want to say welcome to the channel. I hope I find you well. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe. We've been going now for just over a year, and we're almost at 8,000 subscribers, which is incredible. And I want to just say, look, it means the world to me. Hit the like button. Drop a comment below. As always, I love to find out where you're watching from or any other breakfast ideas. Breakfast is the meal of kings. And as the old saying goes, breakfast like a king, lunch like a prince, and dinner like a pauper, and you can never go wrong. So I've cut up a tomato there. And again, nice and simple. It's just salt and some pepper, and then they go in, and again you forget about them till the very end. So they're roasting away, you've got your mushrooms roasting away, you can have your bacon on. Now, depending on what type of bacon you are or where you are in the world, it is up to you, but get your bacon on. Into a pan, you're going to put a knob of butter, okay, and you're going to let that melt. Then we're going to use some eggs. Again, I'm going to use 3 eggs for this. You can, if you wanted to make fried eggs or an omelette, however you want to do it. I'm going to show you how to make scrambled egg that are nice and velvety and ridiculously simple to make. So, into a bowl, I'm going to crack 3 eggs. Again, crack them on a nice flat surface, nothing too strenuous. You want to make sure that that when you're doing this, your scrambled egg has to be on a low heat. That's why you want to get your mushrooms and your onions in first, because they take the longest to cook. However, your eggs and your scrambled egg will take a little bit of time due to the fact that they're on a nice slow heat, and you're just going to make them into a nice velvety scrambled egg, really. So into the eggs, splash of milk, some salt, some pepper, and then you're going to whisk that like your life depended on it, and then you're going to get it into the melted butter. So give that a good old whisk. I'm sure there's like you want to beat it like it owes you money, but hey, that's not the kind of channel we are. So you want to put into the melted butter, you want to pour your egg into that, and then you want to give it a whisk, but you also want to sort of leave it, and that's why it's nice and slow, because what you want it to do is you want it to start forming and thickening up. Now, if you keep stirring it, you can basically turn it into custard. So you do want it to form because you want it to thicken up. So you give it a good old mix. You're getting the air into it. Then you're leaving it. Now this is on a low heat, remember. And you can see starting to thicken, starting to froth up at the edges, and it's starting to catch. So again, just a little whisk, and you leave it. You've got to keep an eye on this. If you leave it too long, it becomes too thick, and you can see there, it's just starting to stick at the bottom of the pan. So you just want to keep going with that. A little while longer, you can see those, they're starting to catch, and they're starting to form bigger lumps. So you just want to keep gently mixing it at this point. And you then you can start to see literally just a few moments later, it's starting to thicken again, and it's starting to resemble scrambled egg. Now remember, when you're making scrambled eggs, or any type of egg really, especially scrambled egg though, the cooking process continues after you take it off the heat because of the residual heat. So you want to actually take these eggs, and you can see here, they're just about done. You want to take them off the heat at this point because they will continue to cook with the residual heat of the pan. So I've got the pan there. I'm now going to just quickly plate up. So we're going to take the mushrooms out the oven, and they should look like this. Get them, there you go. So you can see them, they've broken down, they've become soft. Absolutely perfect. We're going to get the bacon. So our bacon's cooked, and then we've got our tomatoes. So let's get this plated up. So how I'm going to present this, really simple. I'm just going to layer it so that you get, if you cut into it, you'll get a bit of the egg, bit of the bacon, and a bit of the mushroom all in one bite. So grab yourself a plate. Let's create some space. Now the mushrooms will become that flavoursome. They will actually have quite a lot of juice, and you can see it there on the plate. So it's just run out. So I'm just going to give that a quick clean up. Like I said, if you've got guests staying over, you don't want to. That's just the mushroom juices there. So we'll give that a wipe. You've got your bacon. Now we're going to put on this beautiful, beautiful tomato that's just been roasted in there. And then we're going to coat the mushroom and the bacon in the scrambled egg. With breakfast, you don't always have to have, it doesn't have to be mega complicated, but a little bit of effort with really simple ingredients can elevate any mealtime. And again, this is what this channel is all about. It's about simple ingredients, cooked well, a little bit of time, a little bit of patience, and just creating tasty, tasty food. So here we go. We're getting it all plated up. And you see how the scrambled egg is just still that little bit of runny. Absolutely perfect. You can, if you don't like your eggs like this, you can let it go a little bit further. It's completely up to you. Again, it's your breakfast. And then I'm just going to finish it off with a little bit of chopped chives. And there you have it. Guys, I hope you're looking after yourself and each other out there. As always, from my family to yours. Till the next time. Hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.